Hello! It's Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. You guys ready to do some art with me? Let's get to it. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. If you don't know what I do here, I create different art prints each month and stickers to go along with it. And today I am creating the art print for the month of June. Okay, so let's get right into it. As you can see, I'm doing my line art here. I didn't really do anything special. You know, my box is thicker, and any interior lines are thinner, and then my around the character is thicker, which is what I normally do. Something a little different that I don't normally do is I use my gold gel pen from Ohuhu, which I think works really well. It's very shiny and shimmery and like has the pretty gold color that I like. And I use that for some of like the little details, like her name and the little wall sconces and the hairbrush and the picture frame and then the mirror frame as well. So let me tell you a little bit about this character that I am creating right now. So I decided to name her June Vale, and you'll see why in just a minute. So the month of June is known for being like a really good wedding month. And I was thinking of that song from, did you guys ever see that old movie, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? It's great. It's a great movie, but they sing about being a June bride. So I was like, oh, that would be really cute to create a June bride. So that's what I decided to do. As I said, I named her June Vale because I think it's always fun to like name my characters either according to the month or giving a nod to the character design or alliteration or something like that. So yeah, and I know that June is a very common name. Like people still use that today. And then for her last name, I went with Vale because, you know, brides wear veils. So I was like, oh, look how clever I am. I don't know. I amuse myself sometimes, guys. That's what I do. Anyway, so what I wanted to create was this bride, and she's getting ready on her wedding day, and she's just about done, and she's just like looking in the mirror and, you know, finishing up a few little things, maybe makeup or something like that. I know most people get like professionals to do their hair and makeup and stuff, but I wanted her to be like looking in the mirror. This was actually really difficult for me to do because I had to create the back of the image, which I don't normally do. I normally do either full on or like, you know, sort of like 3/4. So I had to do the back of the image as well as realize how it would look like mirrored, which was difficult for my mind to grasp when I was trying to plan it out and figure out what I wanted to do. Yeah, it was a mess for a while. And I actually, when I was doing the sketch, which I did off screen, because most of the time I like doing the sketches of my prints off screen. It's just easier for me. That way you're not watching me to, you know, create it like 5,000 times and erasing it. And I feel like there's less pressure if like people aren't watching me create it. But yeah, so the mirrored reflection, I originally had it like way too high. I don't know what I was thinking, but it did not match where she came in. It was like way too high. And then there's a tiny little picture frame. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like by the vase of flowers. And there's a tiny little picture frame that's in the shape of a heart that I thought would be really cute if it has like her fiance. And she's like gazing lovingly at that picture and, you know, deciding to go forward with this wedding and is so excited. But yeah, so the original expression I had on her face in the mirrored expression, it was very adoring, but it wasn't really like the vibe I was going for. So I definitely had to fix that. So now I really like it because she looks like really wistful and soft and just like exactly what I was going for. So like, yeah, she's like looking at the picture of her fiance and she's just thinking what a happy life they'll have together. And I'm like, you guys are so cute. I haven't given her fiance a backstory or personality or a name because, well, that's what you guys can imagine. Tell me what kind of guy she ended up with. But so I really like that I considered her to be like very romantic. Always loved, like Jane Austen and, anything with like happily ever after. That was like her kind of thing growing up. But she was like, oh, do I want to, rush into something that, is going to be lifelong for me? And, she was like, I don't think I do. So she actually started to date a little later. Like I know a lot of people start dating in their teens, but she's wanted to wait till she was at least 20. That way she's like, I can be mature enough to make the decision I want, because I want to end up with someone who's, going to treat me well and I'm not going to regret my decision. So, yeah. And she tried dating a little bit, but eventually how she actually met her fiance, I think it'd be cute if like it was through mutual friends and they just kind of set them up. And, it's like once she met him, like sparks kind of flew and, they built up their relationship together. Slow burn. I'm all for that, baby. And yeah, he eventually proposed and now they're getting married and she's really, really excited. I wanted, like I said, to do a really soft look for her. So she has very soft colors throughout the piece. And I did decorate the room in like this light pink. And then it has like candles in the sconces for that kind of soft mood lighting. And then it's got like little white stripes in the wallpaper. And I thought that would be good because I do include pink in some of the stickers that I make for this month. But I also, I just like pink and I think it's really, really soft and romantic. I probably, like, pink's my favorite color, but I probably honestly wouldn't use it in my own wedding if I ever got married because I just don't think, like, a lot of people pull off the color of pink that I really like. And, like, it can look really, really gaudy really quickly. So I'm like, oh, if I ever get married, my bridesmaids are going to be in like royal purple because that looks so pretty on the girls I would choose to be my bridesmaids. Anyway, back to the drawing thing. I hope you enjoyed that diversion into my life. Anyway, but yeah, so I wanted her really soft, really romantic, and I wanted you to be able to see part of her wedding dress. You'll see the full thing in the stickers that's included in that. But so I did definitely want it to have like a sparkly belt. So I used like my silver Ohuhu gel pin for that in the center. And I use that for like her hair ornaments too, because I like the contrast of like the silver in the dress and stuff compared to like the gold and stuff on the mirror and stuff. Anyway, and then I shaded her dress with a really, really soft pink, just to show that it has a little bit of shading because I didn't want to use like grays and stuff. And I felt like it added to the romanticism with the little bit of pink. And then you can see that the back is corseted, which I really like. I think that looks really pretty and gives it that bit of elegant feel. Yeah, so I'm using my Ohuhu alcohol markers for this. That's pretty much what I always use. Occasionally I'll add like paint pens or something like that as well, but like my go-to is normally the markers, just because I really like how they blend and I've got like a really good color range, and yeah, I just really like it. So right now, as you can see, I'm coloring her hair, and I decided to make her a blonde because for one, I haven't drawn like any blondes in like a while, and also I just felt like because I gave her this really intricate, cool braided hairstyle with like that's like wrapped into a bun, I thought it would look really good to see all the different little layers with the blonde hair compared to like a dark hair. I think dark hair looks really pretty in real life, like twisted into braids and stuff. I think it actually looks better than blonde hair a lot of times. But when I'm drawing it, I feel like I lose like a lot of the contrast and stuff, and I definitely wanted to keep that in and show all the details. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I did for her. And like I gave her this really pretty hair ornament that's like silver and has like a little pink rose, and I just think it's really pretty. She's not actually wearing a veil, even though her name is June Veil and she's a bride, because I was like, I want to draw the hairstyle, I don't want to draw the veil. But anyway, so now you'll see me peeling up the tape because that's pretty much done. And if you want this for yourself, it is in my shop and it's linked down below in the description. So yeah, if you're like, oh, I have wedding fever, or you just really like the character, you can get your own copy in my shop. So yeah, I'm just peeling up the tape here and I'll show you a bit of a close-up and let you guys finish up and see this. So thanks for watching, and I hope y'all come back next time and see the stickers that go along with this, because it's a lot of cool little wedding stickers. So be on the lookout for that next week.
You guys are still here? Well, thanks so much for watching. To support my channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want anything from the shop, the link's always in the description. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and next time, don't forget you're going to get to see my highlights of my artistic journey, as well as my foibles, because there will be some. All right, bye!